Does fasting reverse plaque? 16 hours. That's the number of hours that your body needs to spend not eating before it starts setting up the conditions for you to reverse cholesterol transport out of your arteries. Just 16 hours. Can fasting help reverse cholesterol transport? We're going to look at 3 studies, almost 5,000 patients, the 9 cellular steps that pull cholesterol out of your arteries, the exact fasting window that turns those 9 steps on. By the end of this video, you will have a better idea of how all this works. So study 1, Salt Lake City, Utah, Intermountain Heart Collaborative. In the 1990s, the cardiologists at Intermountain Medical Center noticed something they could not explain. The Mormon population in the catchment area had cardiac event rates well below the American average. They controlled for the obvious: no smoking, no alcohol. The signal was still there. So they kept digging, and in 2008, Benjamin Home published the answer in the American Journal of Cardiology. 448 patients undergoing coronary catheterization, all surveyed for the fasting practices. The variable that remained significant after controlling for smoking, alcohol, diet, exercise, income, and family history was one thing: routine periodic fasting, 24 hours, once a month on the first Sunday. The adjusted odds ratio was 0.46. The fasted had less than half the odds of being diagnosed with coronary artery disease at catheterization. Just once a month, 24 hours, half the odds. A 2012 replication confirmed it and added type 2 diabetes to the protected list. The study number 2, University of Illinois at Chicago, Butani, Parati, and colleagues, published in Obesity 2013. 64 obese subjects, 12 weeks, a combination of alternate day fasting plus endurance exercise did something on a lipid panel that statins cannot do. LDL cholesterol dropped 12%, HDL went up 18%, and the LDL particle size grew by 4 angstroms. That last number is the one that matters. The small dense LDL particles, the one that slip past the endothelial cells and burrow into the artery wall, start plaque. The large fluffy LDL particles, the ones that bounce harmlessly through your bloodstream, increase. Same total LDL number on the lab, but completely different danger. Fasting changed the shape of the LDL particle size, the bullet. Study number 3, University of Southern California, is Walter Longo's lab, Science Translational Medicine in 2017. Walter Longo is the man who figured out that you do not need to starve, you just need to convince your body it is starving. This is the fast mimicking diet. 100 subjects, the intervention was a 5-day eating protocol of 700 to 1100 calories per day, mostly plant-based, low protein, low sugar. They did it once a month, 3 months in a row, so it's 15 total fast mimicking days over 90 days. Results? Insulin-like growth factor 1, the hormone that drives cellular growth and accelerates atherosclerosis when chronically elevated, dropped an average of 22 nanograms per milliliter. In the subgroup who started with elevated IGF-1 above 225, the drop was much larger. C-reactive protein, the inflammation marker most closely linked to plaque rupture, normalized in 7 of 8 participants who began with elevated values. Visceral fat around the organs fell, blood pressure fell, fasting glucose fell. Every cardiovascular risk marker moved in the right direction. Just 15 days, over 3 months, most of the benefit persisted at follow-up. 3 studies, 3 different fasting protocols, 3 different teams, same direction. Now I want to take you inside your arteries, because if you understand the next 2 minutes, you understand why fasting is one of the single most leveraged intervention in cardiology after diet and exercise. Your body has a built-in plaque removed system called reverse cholesterol transport, first described in 1968. It consists of 9 steps. They pull cholesterol out of the macrophages stuck inside your arterial wall. They hand it to the HDL, high-density lipoprotein particles, which ships that cholesterol out of the plaque to the liver and dumps it into your stool. And I grouped these 9 steps into 3 zones, and I call it the ACT framework. Activate, C stands for carry, T stands for transfer. activate. A is for activate. Steps 1, 2, and 3 of this 9-step reverse cholesterol transport pathway. So what fasting does at this layer is profound. Something called the AMPK switches on, the SIRT1 switches on, autophagy, which is cellular recycling, eating of cells that your body doesn't necessarily need or is weak, cancer cells and other weak organelles. Your macrophages, the cell stubble of the waxy cholesterol esters that form plaque, literally start eating themselves and pumping the cholesterol back out of the plaque. The angry M1 inflammatory macrophages that lay plaque inside your arterial walls, they change into and transform into healing M2 macrophages that take the plaque and reverse it out to the HDL particles. The inflammation cools, the plaque starts to soften. The second zone, C, which means carry. These are steps 4, 5, and 6. So fasting helps HDL maturation, HDL functionality. In other words, fasting makes your HDL particles better at their job and moving cholesterol it gets from the M2 macrophages in the plaque to the liver in order for it to be excreted. HDL functionality, not HDL number on a lab, is a stronger predictor of cardiac event. Fasting raises the HDL functionality. T stands for transfer out. These are steps 7, 8, and 9 of the reverse cholesterol transport system. So CYP7A1 is the enzyme that converts cholesterol into bile acid. What fasting does is it upregulates that CYP7A1 dramatically. Bile acid turnover accelerates, the cholesterol exits your body and your stool, and it's gone. These 9 steps, every single one is upregulated by extended fasting windows. This is the engine that makes reverse cholesterol transport work. It happens faster. Fasting turns it on, eating turns it off. So the more you do fasting regularly in combination with the right diet, the right dose and intensity of exercise, fasting accelerates reverse cholesterol transport. There's a Bible verse in Isaiah. Is not this the fast that I have chosen? To loose the bands of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free. Now you break free of every yoke. This is in Isaiah 58, verse 6. So 2,700 years before any of us knew about the ABCA1 reverse cholesterol transport or the CYP7A1 enzyme excretor, the prophet Isaiah understood that fasting loosed bonds and undid heavy burdens. The cholesterol in my D1 diagonal artery is a heavy burden, and fasting is helping undo it. Now I need you to do one thing for me. Right now, pause this video, look at your clock. What time did you have your first meal this morning? What time did you have your last meal last night? And subtract. That's your fasting window. If it's 12 hours or less, your body isn't trending towards autophagy, where your body does cellular recycling and removing unnecessary and weak and diseased cells. If it is 16 or more hours, you are starting to heal yourself. So drop that number in the comments, plus your age, plus your last HSCRP if you have one. I read most comments, and I'm building a community of people who refuse to die or suffer from a heart attack or stroke. Also, let me know if you want me to do more videos about fasting. I've been doing it daily. I do 24 to 36 hour fast once a week and a 2 to 3 day fast once a month. So 12 months in, my LDL 61, my ApoB is 45, my CMIT is down 53%, my carotid plaque reversed in 3 months, and my FFR on my biggest lesion is now low normal. So 3 steps for this week. Stop eating at 8 p.m., start eating at noon the next day. That's 16 and 8. You can still eat 3 meals in that window. Try it for a week, try it for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, pick 1 day a week, just eat 1 meal a day. So dinner to dinner or lunch to lunch, that's called OMAD, 1 meal a day. And once a month, schedule no meals a day. That's a 36-hour fast. And at around 36 hours, autophagy really starts to pick up and peak at day 3 to 5. So pick a weekend, hydrate, and track how you feel.
These videos save lives. Tag me, like, subscribe, and ask your questions below. Click one of these videos and share it with someone you love. Together, we will save lives. For my up-to-date learnings and more, visit me at ham.com.